What's up, everybody? It's Matt Schmidt here, and I am here today to talk to you about some learning lessons that took about 10 years of e-commerce to maybe fully realize, right, into a single event. And it starts with Googling a repairman here in St. Louis and getting him over here to fix a brand new oven. Not a brand new oven, but a brand new oven to me. We just bought a house and we came in here and we had to get some things repaired, which is perfectly fine. It was part of the package deal. We knew about it. And I Googled just some random repair company here in St. Louis. They came over. The guy that came over and I opened the door was wearing one of my hats. That's just the beginning of the story. So it gets a little bit cooler when you think about, how the hell did that guy get my hat? There's a lot of people in the world and I saw a lot of stuff. Right? I wanted to know more. Sometimes I don't say anything. I've seen my stuff in the wild quite a bit now that I've, sold for numerous years, especially in this company that I just sold, which was, getting close to $20 million a year. That's a lot of apparel, right? And a lot of stuff. So I did ask him, I was like, hey, where'd you get the hat? And he knew everything. He knew the brand, the messaging, loyal customer, over a year, multiple purchases. And I thought that was really cool because I had seen my stuff out there. I've talked to people before. I had never met somebody with a level of loyalty like that before over the course of a year and couldn't wait to buy some new stuff. And I told that all to the new buyers and, they couldn't have been more excited as well. So I ended up giving the guy a bunch of samples and, I thought about just how crazy it is that, this thing that I created in my room has turned into, just because I wanted some extra money, right? I just wanted to move out of my house. This was years ago, 10 years ago. I wanted to, buy a ring for my, then girlfriend, fiance, then, getting her into a new house and things like that. And it morphed over time, which a business does. That's nothing new, right? And your goals and what you want kind of evolve over time. But the learning lesson, guys, here was just realizing something I had already kind of subconsciously known and we've been actively taking part in for the last couple of years. But again, it was summarized in the story. See, that guy couldn't have been more happy about the purchase. Couldn't have been more happy and eager to buy something next, right? What do you got next? I knew I could do more. And I turned a side hobby into a business that makes people happy. And if you start putting your customer first in order to make them happy, then the rest of it kind of falls into place. And coincidentally, like I said, I've been doing this consciously and subconsciously for years now, but my income grew, my profit grew, my revenue grew because I was making people happy and taking that first and putting out everything else second. And that's a lot of the issues I see and hear from a lot of people in the market. They're all too focused on, I saw somebody talk about it today in one of a thread, like mine's, right? Talking about like, it's, how many ad sets in a CBO? How many ad images in a CBO? Not asking the questions of like, what does my customer actually need? What do they want? How can I make them happy? The best example of this, guys, is retargeting, right? Retargeting, you always get the people saying, hey, retargeting ads just don't work, right? In reality, what it more than likely is that you're not incentivizing the market. They've seen your product and you're not giving them what they want, even if they see it again. So you didn't do it the first time, and now you're trying the same thing the second time and wondering, why the hell does it work? Guys, that's a reflection of you not paying attention to your customer and you putting you first and them second. When I'm telling you now, and always have been, by the way, put your customer first. Create something that's going to stop them in their newsfeed. Create something that's going to make them happy. Create something that's going to allow them to express themselves in a unique way. I'm wearing a shirt right now. It says, bring the mana. It's a tequila Terramana shirt. If you follow me in any sort of time, I'm a huge rock fan, right? Well, he is probably the best example of putting the customer first. He puts his own passion, but he always does the customer first, right? And I didn't really think I was going to buy this shirt, but all the profit was going to a fund to help people who are in the service industry. So I thought that was really cool. And I like tequila. So moral of the story, guys, is that if you put the customer first, the rest of things fall into place. If your retargeting ads aren't working, you're probably not giving him the right offer. And, change up your offer. Ask your customer what they want. Do they want something else? If you're wondering what product can I sell next, why don't you ask your customer base? Instead of emailing another promotion out, why don't you take the time to do a survey. Try to pull in some real hard data from people, right? You have to move past thinking that you have all the answers and into the actual, reality that you probably don't know what the hell you're talking about. And you're probably really good at selling stuff, this guy. But at the end of the day, every store that I run is unique from the next. The process is basically the same. But the process also involves putting the customer first and learning the individual wants and needs of a person or people who are unique from store to store. The way that you interact with people on Facebook, right? The ads that you put in front of their face, the store, the designs, the messaging that you have all the way through will give you a unique customer base, even if you're in the same niche. I've had 2 stores in similar niches. They both sold the same product. Guess what? One time is a bestseller. The second time, it's not even in the top 5. How is that even possible? Well, it's because each audience was unique, even if it's the same product, even if it's in the same niche. So start putting your customer first, and that requires you to listen to them. Read your comments, get some emails out, get some SurveyMonkey stuff out. Listen to them. Go interact with them if you can, if in this COVID world, if you can. Go join groups. This is the same stuff that we've been teaching you guys for a long time, but I wanted to share it in a actual, interaction face-to-face with somebody that I had today and kind of have that summarized for you. So make people happy. If your product isn't going to give the same reaction that my product did today, you're probably doing something wrong. And by the way, I'm doing it right. Some other of us are doing it right. So who do you think is going to win in the long run? So make the change, make it happen. I'll talk to you later.